I believe, like many people, I certainly have always felt that the advent of agriculture was a great leap forward in human history, the beginning of human civilization. So it came as something of a shock to me in reading Jetha and Ryan's book that they see the advent of human agriculture and human settlements that were based on agriculture as the beginning of a great decline in overall human happiness and the human condition. And yet they make an extremely convincing argument, because what they point to is the fact that once humans ceased to be hunter-gatherers, ceased to collect their diet from the wide-ranging choices that were available to them in their surroundings, and became dependent on a limited number of crops as their primary food sources, many of the ills that have befallen the human condition ever since were given rise to, basically. The idea that everything was dependent upon the crops grown locally meant that drought or any other kinds of calamities that could occur could lead to tremendous famine. At the same time, because they had invented agriculture, it made it possible for sedentary societies to arise, for populations to grow exponentially, and for the domestication of livestock to occur. And while these things had their advantages, they also had enormous disadvantages, particularly insofar as the spread of disease was concerned. I had never considered the possibility that the advent of agriculture was anything other than the beginning of human civilization. And perhaps, in many ways, it was. Well, what civilization? That's the question that the authors of this book really make you think about. And to the extent that human happiness across the spectrum of the entire population is concerned, they make a convincing case that in many ways, and particularly as regards human sexuality, and even more particularly as regards female human sexuality, the advent of post-agricultural societies led to what was essentially a repression and a degradation of human sexuality, and in particularly,